Wiggy time on the fly. What's up, everybody? Sean Wiggins here alongside myself, Ref Hansen, and we are taking it back to July the 7th, 2001. I just had a request about this particular date on this particular building at that particular time, and that cat meowed. So I saw the post being scratched. I said, you know what? Let me give you what I got. So I'll be unloading more of these bad boys coming up, and for only the second time on my channel, I am showing a match that I did not referee on. I did not referee the match or have a part in it at all, but the reason I did want to put this matchup up, I'll talk over the promo here because the audio is brutal, is because there are not enough matches with Xavier on YouTube. And the wrestling world needs to see more Xavier matches, as he left us in 2020, literally. And, you know, people should know who he is. I want his son, who I heard a million things about. I don't think I ever actually met him. Saw a billion pictures, heard all the stories about him and whatnot. But if he ever wants to see his pop wrestle, you know, I want to put all this stuff up, so... Xavier, I'll give you a synopsis of what just happened. He's making fun of the fake hat man in the front row, who was actually referee Johnny Belswinger, ironically also passed away. He was struck by a car walking home from work at Applebee's or something. It was tragic, but yeah, it's crazy, man. You get to an age, you're like, oh yeah, the late, the late. All right, yada, yada, good Lord. Someone kill the mic. Sucks. Xavier's a pretty decent promo. It's just not going to work out as far as audio purposes. He never sold those tank tops. Maybe he did. Because Xavier's like stuff kind of looked cool. He really couldn't talk too well anyway. If he could talk a little better, you know, he would have been a mega star. But he's just a little too short. Thought everything was real, and you know. Oh, here we go. Lightning Mike Quackenbush, my best friend, my good buddy, Lightning Mike. Backstory. Now that's very phony. Quack and I were buddies for a while. Then he got into Chicaro, and then I never heard from him again. And then I would see him on shows, and he would be distant. So I said, okay, I guess he is changing who he is, and you know, fuck you, I guess. Like, okay, dick. But, you know, I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. It's just, he was very weird. He was a pretty jokey guy. A lot of guys didn't like Quackenbush because he wrote his own column in, not PWI or like The Wrestler or something. I guess he knew Stu Sachs or something. I don't know how, but he got to write a one-page article. And Steve Carino one time hung up a... Quack was actually I think it might have been the only time I've ever seen Carino and Quack on the same show. This is 2002 in Seaside Heights. They didn't change anywhere near each other, and Carino yelled many times, "Guys, no stealing Lightning Mike's stuff, or Mr. Quackenbush will not put you over" in his page article in the magazine. At first I thought he was ribbing, joking, so I was egging it on, and then I got wind of it. I was like, oh, okay, this is a shoot. But, fuck it. I'd love to see that fight. Actually, that'd be a very quick fight. Yeah, Quack can't fight. Oh, cool. Oh, another cool backstory. This was July 7th, 2001. The very next day, me, Mike Quackenbush, and Dom Montoya went to Medieval Times in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Yeah, our night lost in the Super Bowl, in the, what do they call it? The World Series. The finale. The main event. So our night put had to be the big star to put him over. So that's the way we're told the story anyway. All right, 5 minutes in here, bell finally sounds. This one's underway. I didn't know Xavier talked that long. I would have cut it short. But Quackenbush and Xavier now locking up. And I do remember Quack told me the next day, because I didn't obviously have his match. So I was like, hey, man, how was it? How was Xavier? He goes, God, he was stiff as shit. Like, he was just very, very stiff. And Xavier, and the Quack said something, and Xavier got pissed. Like, well, what, you saying I'm stiff for? What are you, bitch? Blah, 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 blah. Something to that nature. And then Quack's like, yeah, I'll stiff you back when my muscles show up. that actually made me laugh. So, Quackenbush, I don't know if you guys could tell watching this, but Quackenbush isn't on the gas here. Yeah, he didn't have a water bottle in the back and had to eat every 38 minutes and all that stuff. So his muscles never showed up. The only 3 people in wrestling history that never did steroids are myself, Mike Quackenbush, and Homicide. Xavier. And funny, I mentioned steroids, and Xavier's the next name that comes out of my mouth. But no, Xavier, more of his matches need to be up. He had a lot of great ones. I knew he wrestled on this show, so when I went into the footage and saw him coming out, I just hit record. I don't think I ever watched this match. I watched it in the back on the monitor. Back then, I used to watch every match. Then as the years went on, I tried to not watch any of it. Like, at all. It's like, meh. It's going to be the shits anyway. What I would say to guys is, especially rookies, well, obviously only rookies, because guys who know me would be messing with them. When they come back, oh, excuse me, did you see my match? You have any points? I would say, yup. The match was the shits from the second you stepped through the curtain until the second you stepped back through the curtain. The shits. From step 1, step A, to step Z. And I just turn around and walk away. And I have to make sure I didn't really know the guy well at all. Unless he was bigger than me. So I didn't really do it to many people. Well, that's a good one. Now, it looks better in person than like the delivery, the monotone delivery here in the Wiggy Time on the Fly studios here at That Reffin' Guy Corp. Quackenbush, you thought he was going to go for his big gorilla press, but instead he went for the surfboard. I love how his school was to master Mexican and Japanese wrestling. And yeah, he has knowledge of it, and I'm sure he does a lot of things. I did watch some of his matches. He would always be in a 6-man. Quack. It'd be him and 5 of his students or whatever. And they'd do a 6-man. It'd be like a 20-minute dance. And not that it was awful, but it's just like, it's not pro wrestling. It's a parody of pro wrestling, which is fine, but just say it. But you can't have like a grudge match follow that. So it's weird. Like, there's nowhere to put them on the card. If someone sees that, they're not going to believe anything else they see on the show. But it's got appeal to some people. Victim kick. Maybe this is why Xavier stiffs him. Or maybe that's Quack getting him back a little bit. But Quack did tell me he was very stiff. And a lot of guys knew Xavier was stiff. He bumped me once. He was supposed to give me a running forearm in the corner. And when I saw he wasn't moving, so I just kind of like ran towards him. And he ran and he hit me like he was Mark McGuire hitting 62 over the fence. Yeah, shit hurt. It hurt so bad it didn't hurt. Quack, see, now the action's picking up and the people are on their feet. They're liking it. I'm not saying Quack can't work. I mean, he got the people back up. And there were a lot of fans here, like actual fans. I mean, some of them are comps or kids that train at the school or girlfriends. My ex-girlfriend, I think, is somewhere there. That dude right there with the boa. It's my ex-girlfriend. Wow, a lot of these, a lot of people just tuning in, like a fan from India or a fan from England, if they stumble upon my channel when they type in Lightning Mike Quackenbush, I could say white, purple, monkey, dog shit. They're not going to hear it because they would have already stopped watching. Look, hey, dick in the ass, anus pants. Balls and smooch shit on a stick. Like, they didn't hear that because they've already signed off into like PewDiePie or ATM or BTS or DJ, whoever the fuck now, Look up most popular YouTube searches. It's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, see, some of these forearms and punches that Xavier's given, they're definitely stiff. Because that's just, Xavier's a big guy. But look, he could do shit like that. So I wish he stayed lean, got a little more cut, instead of getting so big. I mean, who knew? Because, Xavier got bigger as the years went on. Muscle mass, and it derailed some of his natural athletic ability, which he had a lot of. Man, yeah, he was very underrated. Just he needed a manager, he needed, not that he couldn't talk completely, he just wasn't a good talker. And there is a difference. He could get by, but another guy, man, should have got more than he got. Acai, nobody home. He did nail Quack's leg. See, I don't get that. If you miss the splash and you hit the guy's leg, should the guy sell the leg? Then you can start working the leg. But then again, he hit your stomach, so you have to sell your stomach, which is like ribs. Then the guy could go to be, working your ribs. I got a lot of good ideas, man. A lot. I'm going to write them all down. I'm not going to do that. Tornado DDT. Good falsie there. Oh, he had an opportunity for a sweet falsie. He might get it here. All right. Ooh, that was nice. Quack could have been a little more baby-facey-ish with that cover. But it's all right. He still has the people. There's a difference between a match now, and this is 21 years ago. I understand. 21 years is a long time, but we're not that far removed. But this match then and a match now, it's two completely different matches. Oh, good. Please be the finish. Oh, no, he kicks out. Ouch. That could have been the finish. Finish isn't going to look as good as that. And this is the old ECW arena before it was redone as the new Alhambra. It's still Viking Hall in this day. So the building wasn't done up yet. It's nice now, but the 2300 arena is not the ECW arena. They are two complete. This is what it looked like. It was more rundown, warehouse-ish. And that's what made the building great. JP tried to recapture the ECW magic way too soon. It's got to die before it can be regrown. Nice. There it is. No. Yeah, I think Xavier wins, I think. I don't remember this match. I might have never seen this match. Good reffing. And I got to start telling stories about this guy in the ring, Paul Turner, who was completely with me. He wanted CM Punk gone from Ring of Honor. Hated him just as much as me in those days. Ooh, open hand Japanese slap. We'll get to those stories another time, I'm sure. What else from this night? I remember the locker room was pretty amped on this night because Lawler was there. And we had a full house for the first time in a while. Well, for us anyway. It just wasn't the... Oh, my God. Ooh, Jesus Christ. My God, is he okay? 3, thank God. Maybe that wasn't the finish. Quack said, nah, you know what? So Xavier gets to win here on Wiggy Time on the Fly. He's got a pretty good record on Wiggy Time on the Fly. But I like putting up all these Xavier matches, man, because this stuff should be seen. John, we miss you, bro. I always call the X. I would always throw up the X every time I saw you. And referee Paul Turner would do that also every time we saw him. Xavier, what up? Throw up his little X. But, more Xavier memories, the better. Good guy. Wish he was still here. So for Showmuggins, I'm Ref Hansen. I also was once Dirty Dixie Peach, and I was also once Batista's driver at WrestleMania 30, one of them. Arrivederci and ciao. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Like, subscribe, comment. Amen. And I go to bed. Signing off.